Hey there. So Mardi Gras last night, the parade came and went, and oh my god, what a spectacle it was! It was spectacular. There were so many floats and groups, and it was so wonderful to see that many people come out in support of trans people, particularly trans kids. So there are a number of floats that carried signs or trans flags, and there was one in particular that was actually specifically around protecting trans kids. Wonderful, wonderful. There was also one that was basically P-flag but for trans. I felt very embraced in that context. It was a very sweltering night though, and really difficult to know what to wear. I mean, the truth of the matter is that many people kind of go bare. Well, not with makeup and glitter, but I kind of dressed in civvies, but kind of partway through the night, I decided to take off my shirt and I stripped down to my sports bra because I was just dripping with sweat. I'm really prone to that. I did carry a spare shirt and I put that on afterwards. So yeah, I mean, it was phenomenal, and I saw my spouse dance in the Cuban dance group. He was very shy at the very beginning, timid, but he looked really cute. He actually got special tickets to go to an after party, and so he's been very social, but I came back here and heated up some leftovers of Indian food that I'd made the day before, and I basically fell asleep on the couch by 11 p.m. So we've been out and about a little bit today. It's not as hot. We went and had some Japanese food, and he's resting again, and I rested in the afternoon. I've got a tired-looking face. Yeah, but it's just a lazy Sunday, and it's typically the case after Mardi Gras that that's what it looks like, especially if you've done it hard. But all in all, I think it was wonderful. I love the First Nations float, which started off things. I love the signs that people were carrying. I liked that there was still room for political messaging around police violence, for example. There was too much in there for me to describe adequately, but suffice to say, it was better than I expected. Sorry, I'm just having a cup of tea, so it's that time in the afternoon. So, just when you thought that this was the most active weekend I've had in Sydney anyway, in a long while, it's only going to be rivaled by next weekend. There's a big regional sort of rock fest for women, for queer women, it's LGBTQI. For International Women's Day, I've been invited by an old friend, someone from way back, who's been back in town. And I really want to go because you really block out, you know? I think that people might even go camping because it's sort of camping ground. It's a place called the Mound. So that sounds really exciting. It will be the first International Women's Day event for women in which I will be there and visible. And I've always supported International Women's Day, both in the intellectual and political work that I do. I've been active in supporting women's groups such as Women and Girls Centre Against Violence or to End Violence, WAGE, C, and the collective What Were You Wearing? It's a long story, but I grew up in situations of domestic violence and family violence, and also, as some of you know, CSA. So these are really meaningful things for me, but also just the position of women, diverse women, here globally, Indigenous women, women who are precaritized. I think it's very important for us to take time to come together as communities, to see both um, through an optic, I guess, that's intersectional, how women are impacted, but also what women have been doing, not just around the question of violence, albeit for trans women, that's also something that really can, shape our lives. Um, but more like how women are fighting on diverse fronts and being counted, having their voices heard. Women who are working in socio-environmental struggles and eco-territorial. I mean, this stuff really inspires me, and I teach a lot on making connections between different struggles and different situations that women face, and having an analysis as well of the economic disparities that diverse women live through, indebtedness, for example, and having a vision that is kind of decolonial and supportive of feminist political economy. So this particular day is just going to be about getting down and getting dirty with rock bands and queer joy, but it's lovely to come together. You know, many of us are activists, and going along to the Mardi Gras event reminded me of what people in their different capacities are doing, how they're trying to connect between struggles, disability rights, neurodiversity, trans justice, Indigenous justice, you name it. Black Lives Matter as well. So it's really great to hang out with peeps. That's what I'd have to say. And I'm looking forward to next weekend as well. So keep you tuned.